Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To be honest, I used to do it too. I understand why people might, but forcing yourself to like a group is pointless. For personal experience, I can say that forcing yourself to stan a group does not help. Of course it's not bad if you do, it's just a bit stupid to me. When you like a person, you rarely make yourself like them. You either like them or you don't. If you do force yourself to stan a group, it's not going to be natural. When you get the chance, you are likely to neglect that group. The most recent group I've stanned is CLC. I didn't start frantically learning names, I actually went at my own pace to enjoy the music and members. I actually enjoyed getting to know the members and discography than I have for other groups I forced myself to stan. This kind of adds to the idea of having a Netflix documentary lol. Anyways, I kind of think Jennie's Safe should have came with as a mixtape and with a few personal B-sides with songs that she wrote herself. Jennie has written a lot of songs in her notebook from her trainee days, and it's sad that Jennie and just Blackpink in general haven't really been allowed much creative contribution. It would be nice for them all to release mixtapes personal to them. To be honest, I know a lot of stans aren't problematic like this, but this needs to be said. I hate that stans can get so carried away to the point where they forget literal manners and respect. Some fandoms do handle the situation properly, by educating the idols, yet some like to completely invalidate people's opinions over things like cultural appropriation when they have every right to be offended. For example, this tweet right here. If you can't realize what's wrong with it, I'm sorry but you need help. When I read this, I was absolutely infuriated. Things like this need to stop. You are human before being a K-pop stan. Please remember that. I used to love ice cream, but when I found out what the lyrics meant, I was absolutely disgusted. Blackpink from debut have targeted a teen demographic, and instead of growing with the age market, they've targeted the same age group every year. Suddenly, when YG leaves the company, their target market seems to have changed completely. I'm happy that Blackpink's music suits their age better, but it's such a big jump from age groups that a release like this makes half the fandom uncomfortable. Like, I expected Ice Cream to be a fun, cute song. Yes, the MV is cute, but the song makes me uncomfortable. I thought the lyrics were just about ice cream. No, they are not. A lot of Blackpink's fans are still children. I really like the concept of having both girls and boys in the same group. It's a win-win situation for boy group and girl group stans. However, the only active co-ed group I can think of right now is KARD, and 2 members are enlisting into the military. I really want to stan a co-ed group, but KARD's music hasn't really appealed to me as of right now. I just wish there was more variety to pick from in co-ed groups. There's just so many genres within K-pop where I feel that a male and female voice could really complement each other, and it's a shame that there's such a small number of co-ed groups out there. If you know any other active co-ed groups, please let me know. I'm sure the members of NFN are great people. A lot of people love them, and that's for a reason. However, I'm worried Big Hit are debuting them to feed off of BTS's success when BTS are no longer here. Unfortunately, BTS will be enlisting soon, and NFN having 7 members is a massive giveaway. I feel as though NFN should have had at least 9 members. I don't think there are any dominating 9-member boy groups out right now, and this would bring something new to 4th gen. It's also a little concerning because TXT literally debuted a year ago. TXT need time to grow before another group comes after them. Regardless, I wish NFN the best of luck for their debut. Luna is the last group I would ever expect to do cultural appropriation. I'm not going to say whether it is or not, as I'm not Native American myself and the views I've seen about this are very contrasting, but I feel as though there's more to it. I feel as though they might appreciate Native American culture in the music video, but what I'm not going to do is just sit here and excuse this. Regardless of whether or not Luna plan on appreciating it later on, if people are offended, Blockberry Creative needs to do the right thing and apologize, or at least acknowledge it and do something about it. I'm really worried about their comeback now. People are boycotting it, and frankly I don't want Luna's credibility to dissolve because of a comeback like this. Not going to lie, this is coming from a comment on one of my previous videos saying that it was not confusing at all. I disagree. Maybe to people that stan NCT it isn't confusing, and maybe it looks a lot more confusing than it truly is, but I swear to God there is a NCT comeback almost every other week and it's so confusing. I don't know how exactly big NCT is, but if they are just getting the same people to do another comeback in another NCT subunit, I'll literally lose it. If it does make sense to you, please explain it. Do I even need to explain this one? As long as it's not taken too far, it shouldn't really matter much. Companies do it all the time when they debut groups, and almost every popular group has something unique to them. It's their unique selling point and the reason a lot of people stan. For pt3, it's the teen crush concepts they do. For TXT, it's their school pop aesthetic concept that they have. Comparing pt3 and TXT is perfectly fine, and I plan on doing it sometime in the future, but failing to acknowledge their good points and bad points when comparing them, or just listing bad points in order to make another group look good, is uncalled for.
나는 solo. Bitch, 나는 solo. I'm going solo.